There was no town, and then there was. Harold waited on the outskirts of the new town, sitting in his truck and occasionally swatting the flies that somehow found the gumption to buzz at him despite the heat. The afternoon passed slowly until Harold heard a cruiser pull up behind him. A uniformed man got out and walked over, looking less than pleased leaving his air-conditioned vehicle. "Harold?" he said. Tom nodded Harold, still slouched behind his steering wheel. "They told me you called the station. Please tell me I didn't drive all the way out here just to chat with your sorry ass." Harold unscrewed the sweat-stained ball cap and fanned his face with it before replying. "They made sure you could read before they pinned that badge on you, right?" "They did," said Tom. "Why?" Harold pointed through his windshield. "You might ought to read that sign over yonder." Tom looked and then he raised his sunglasses and looked again. "Welcome to Ashton," he read out loud. "Population 0? Funny, ain't it?" said Harold. "You thought we'd hear about a whole new town coming in." Tom just frowned, squinted past the sign. In the distance, he could barely make out Ashton's buildings and houses, their blocky shapes undawdled in the haze. "Didn't think towns work that way," said Harold. "I mean, they gotta, accumulate. Takes time to make a town." "Usually," said Tom, "but these days, who knows?" "You take a look yet?" Harold shook his head. "Reckon that's what we pay you for." "I'm what you call the suspicious type." "You might," agreed Tom. "See anyone come through?" "Only a few folks driving west. Saw Dan and Melinda Garrett. They came to eat lunch over in Woodbridge. Thing is, though, I ain't seen anyone coming back east, and I've been here all afternoon." Tom grunted, then blew out a long breath. "Guess I better check it out." "Guess so." As Tom walked back to his car, Harold continued slouching, but once he heard the cruiser's wheels crotch off the shoulder of the pavement, he sat up. This time, he was determined to see it happen. As the cruiser headed towards Ashton, Harold stared at the welcome sign, keeping his eyes locked and unblinking. Even so, the change happened so fast to see. "Population 1, the sign now read. Harold sat back. The sun was just beginning to drip below the horizon when, just as he expected, the number changed again, suddenly returning to 0. This time, however, there was an additional change. Ashton was gone, replaced by a new name. "Welcome to Summerdale," it said. Then the whole sign faded and disappeared along with the distant buildings. Eventually, Harold started his truck and drove in the opposite direction. He suddenly felt glad he wasn't the sort who did much traveling. When you were traveling, you never knew where the little towns you passed through had come from, or where they went.